Continue learning Rabeinu Yona's Sharei Teshuva, completing another phenomenal week of learning Musar Yomi with this incredible Hachzek program. We pick it up on page 138 in the article Rabeinu Yona's, in which Rabeinu Yona now goes a little bit deeper. And he explains to us that, of course, we know that whatever Hashem does, command David Rachmana, Letav Hu Diavid. But the question is, we've been discussing Yisurim. We've been discussing the patch. We've been explaining how our Averos, our actions cause all the hardships that come upon us. So now Rabeinu Yona comes to answer the fundamental question. If we're causing Hashem to hit us, if we're getting punished, how is that Letavu David? How is that for our own good? Says Rabeinu Yona, and you should know v'taskil, and you should understand that even the musr, even the punishment, the chastisement of Hashem is for the good of the person who receives it. Because if a person does averos in front of Hashem, and does different evils, different bads, different averos, musar Hashem ilav l'shteita alois. Hashem's musar gives him two benefits. Number one, perhaps the more obvious is that the musar, the punishment, the Yisurim, allows one to get a kapara, allows one to get cleansed from his sins. As the Pasuk in Tehillim teaches us, see my affliction, see my toils, and then forgive all my averos. Through the physical ailments, through the different difficult scenarios that we are placed within, the different cleansings happen, that one's neshama gets cleaned. Because what happens with Aveira is chayli nefesh. It brings illness. Heal my soul, I've sinned against you. The one who Yerushalayim will not say, I'm sick, for there are people dwelling know that they have Aveiros. So number one is, we have Aveiros. We're sick, and the sickness, the Yisurim, is the cleansing agent. Perhaps similar to the fever that rages in the body that's really doing what? It's trying to get rid and fight off the bad guys. So too, the Yisurim, the punishments, is cleansing the soul. Vashenis, and what's the second benefit of the muster, of the chastisement, of the punishment? The person goes to L'chiach Lo Yeshiva Midrachav Arav, which perhaps is a bit more difficult, is to push us back onto the right path. Fear me, says Hashem, and accept my musar. I'm talking to you. So listen and try to remove yourself and go back to the appropriate path. And he concludes for today, Rabeinu Yona, and what happens if we don't accept the musar, we don't accept the punishment, we don't listen to Hashem talking to us? And he's not filled with fear because of the musar. He doesn't remove the arla of his heart. He doesn't remove the issues that he has. He doesn't try to be better. He says, Rabeinu Yona, because he's enduring afflictions, and he has the consequences of all his aveiros, and yet, but his avain is not going to be forgiven, because if not, to utilize it to be a bit better, then the first avenue will not happen. Rather, his punishment will get doubled. So a scary line of Rabeinu Yona, that if we're not going to utilize the talk of Hashem, if we're not going to veer back, then even the cleansing won't happen, because Hashem's going to say, you're not listening. I'm going to have to talk louder. Hopefully we'll heed the words of HaKadosh Baruch Hu.